Yeah. Yeah, it'll take. He reckons that'll be the buffering. Yeah. It'll take. He reckons that'll be the buffering. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I go now. Just talking to the mic, to the camera.
Testing.
Are they strict?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you just joined our live feed here or have been watching a muted version of it, welcome to our under-15 match being contested between Altair and St. Mary's colleges. We're probably about 13 minutes into the game. St. Mary's leading this affair. Much of the play has been played in the 40-metre territory just outside of the Aotea College try line. And on rare occasion, the ball and play have entered into St. Mary's 22, trying to tap and run out of their own red zone area. And as you can imagine, with the conditions the way they are, a lot of the ball will be seeing a lot of grass. As you can see, it's becoming a real nightmare to hold on to the ball in these slippery and wet conditions. A well-taken try earlier on, 6 minutes into the match by St. Mary's through some persistent line breaking and good straight running. And if you just joined us, I'd like to just read out the team lists. I did exhaust some air before to read them out, but I was muted. So for Altair in jersey number 1, we got Riley Jade Wicks. In number 3, Emily McCormack. In number 5, Te Rosa Oalo. Number 7, Jayla Vanialu. Tapenesa Mareko. And number 13, Seriana Silinga. And number 15, Tatiana Mareko. And number 16, Imani Mareko. In jersey 18, she is also captain. In number 20, Rosa To'omanga. 23, Kiani Alpik. And in 24, Nadia Roach. As we see St. Mary's given good chase following a chip, but as the rain pounds down, so does the numbers of handling errors climb. Malcolm Gibb, the brave man in the middle with the whistle, calling the shots and taming these two teams. 5-0 St. Mary's lead this match. 18 minutes into the game. Sorry, running on Samoan clock there, better readjust. 15 minutes old. Final piece, 23 minutes into this match. Altair scoring off a set piece inside the St. Mary's 22 to tie this game up. And I may be corrected, my eyes might have been challenged, but I believe it was number 13, Tapenesa Mareko, that crossed for the try as Altair looked to break out of their own half.
the one that was at the top? With the food.
Apologies. Apologies, there's Siriana Selina, number 15 for Altair, the try scorer, as we move into half-time. And the live stream tries to fight its way beyond the shoutout, the stands, into the airwaves of your homes, phones, computers, laptops, iPads, tablets, any kind of device that you choose to stick in front of your face and eyes. Back on?
Yeah, back on.
It could have been nothing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, apologies for our feed. Now, if you're hearing me over the speaker, the grandstand speaker, it's because we're trying to pick up our live feed commentary as well. So you're going to get a bit of a double dose. And because I've been exhausting my air, energy, and my breath, meanwhile, we've been offline. I've been throwing in some doozies. Ladies and gentlemen, you've just joined us here at the live stream, College Sport. Bring it to you live from Porirua Park, Jerry Collins Stadium, an under-15 match, heavily contested between Aotea and St. Mary's colleges. Nothing separating them at half-time as the coaches lay down the law. 5 points apiece. Is it on YouTube? It's coming through, I think.
Yeah.
And if you just joined us, College Sport would like to make some special acknowledgements to the supporters that have assisted with continuing to bring you rugby throughout this year. Although we've faced many challenges and we're still making our way out of our latest episode. College Sport Wellington are thankful for the support and the continued strengthening of our game at grassroots level, especially in our colleges. First of all, Tranzit Coach Lines will be providing award-winning clear, safe transport for our future sports stars since 1924. Martin Erzberg, in fact, was 16 in 1924. Tranzit Coach Lines are a proud long-term support of college sport, and we're very thankful for them being a part of the college sport community. Some of our other sponsors and supporters that have been around the traps and continue to stand by us and assist in bringing you grassroots rugby: Porirua City Council, Wellington Free Ambulance, Cross Country Rentals, Fuji Xerox, Sports Distributors, Dynasty, Buttle Finley, Honda Cars Wellington. And of course, today would not be possible without the generosity and support, especially and mainly the coaches and managers and other volunteers that allow the teams to be fielded week in, week out, pre and post lockdown. Also, the governance of our game here in Wellington Rugby Football Union, also our Wellington Rugby Referees Association. Lastly but not least, Northern United Rugby Club.
It's delayed heat, but you can do it.
Yeah, 30 seconds delay.
Yeah. Alright, at least you can hear. You're not wasting your ear now.
For all those who are viewing and listening at home, we hope that our feed does not break out. We are not the NMC, the usual broadcasters of the stadium, this ground, and this community. So we're running on a tight, thin signal. I think 1 or 2 strands of internet ability. Not quite 4 or 5G. I think it's 1.5G here. We need a internet specialist to support us and sponsor us here at College Sport Wellington. So if there's anybody out there who has a heart, some love, keen to share an extension of wire, an extension of broadband, high streaming Wi-Fi, internet services, by all means, come and help us.
You're in trouble. Okay. I should explain.
Ladies and gentlemen, just moments away from the kickoff of the second half. We do apologise sincerely for all the interruptions, but for those who are in Wellington, I'm sure you can appreciate the challenges we have faced in the last hour. Torrential downpour here as Altair get the game kicked off away. St. Mary's picking it up and charging towards the 40-metre line. Picking it up at the base of the ruck there. Do St. Mary's say come to the right, straight running here by number 14. It is Corny Tyrell. Miles offside as one of the Aotea players is Rangi Fetu, throws a dummy, goes through the gap. Throws the ball wildly to the left side, picked up now, it looks like by Akoile Musu, who's taken 5 metres inside the Aotea half. The ball double bounce there, picked up by St. Mary's, given out and fed to Corny Tyrell. Advantage being played for St. Mary's, a head high penalty advantage there as they look to assess their options. 10 metres outside of the Altair 22. Quick tap here by Rangi Fetu. Gives it off to Rakura Leafe. Tackle made 2 metres outside of the 22 as Mahi collects the ball, passes it on to Faleafanga, who charges strongly over the 22, inside the 22. Altair 22, there it is. Number 22 picking it up, Rangi Fetu. Contested at that breakdown there. Malcolm Gibbons not having any of that nonsense. Calls it back for the restart. Not back 10. St. Mary's will get a second dip at this. They look to go again. Rangi Fetu looking to assess the options. Looks for a runner. Does she? She does. Finds it in the form of Leape, who hands it off to her support as St. Mary's rampage into the Altair 22. And it looks like they lure, potentially carrying that on. As Rangi Fetu looking for options. Mahi with the ball now. Exciting she is. And it looks like Leilua is running in for St. Mary's second try. Some good patience there from St. Mary's on the back of some penalties conceded by Aotea College, allowing St. Mary's to remain within striking range. A good build up there, a few penalties and phases. St. Mary's find themselves over the line for their second try. And once again gaining the lead over Altair. Altair looks like it's Siriana Silinga that's down seeking some attention. Apologies, it looks like it was number 10 that ran over for the try, Billy Va'a. As the conversion goes up by the exciting Hera Mahi and is successful, 12-5. Now St. Mary's leading Aotea College.
They're heading to the camera, so you look there.
Just of note, this is a round robin match. And St. Mary's need to win this game with a bonus point to advance into the next round. I may be corrected, but I'm guessing it is the final. However, if Altair secure themselves at least one bonus point out of this match, they advance and go through. So St. Mary's now with a huge task on hand. Not only do they have to win with a bonus point, they have to hold Aotea College out from scoring themselves a bonus point. So some exciting stuff. We're going to see how this eventuates and the outcome of this match. As the poor Aotea girls, they have to fetch that ball there following the conversion. Don't want to be doing that, eating up a bit of time, especially when the rain is not around. The first half was riddled with a lot of handling errors, as was expected with the rain that was persistent. Number 14 fielding that restart, that is Courtney Tyrell, who carries hard, taken on the 40-metre line inside St. Mary's half. Rangi Fetu now playing halfback in the absence of McCormick, who is doing much of that job. Mahi throwing the dummy, threading herself through some defenders. Looks like she'll have too much pace for the chasing defenders. Yes, and she'll cross over for the third try. They are almost there. St. Mary's has still a lot of time to go, but they extend their lead. 17-5. One more try, and if they can withstand any pressure from Aotea College, they could advance on to the final. However, do not write Altair off for the first part of the 10 minutes, opening 10 minutes of this exchange. Altair were all hot on defense. But then they turned around the second stanza, or the second part of that first half. They became the aggressors and were rewarded with their try on their own. But at the start of the second half, it's been all St. Mary's one-way traffic, building a lot of pressure on the right end of the park. So whatever the messaging was at halftime, it seems to be paying dividends as Mahi unsuccessful with that conversion attempt. The score remains 17-5 in favour of St. Mary's. Altair now looking to muster up a bit of excitement and energy, playing into what seems to be a weakened northerly. Oh, and just as I say that, I feel a brisk breeze whisking up my left leg. So restart there from Aotea College, fielded by St. Mary's as they look to spread this ball. Handling failing them this time round. There'll be a scrum set 5 metres inside the St. Mary's half. Kick and chase from Mahi. She's giving valiant chase here. Equal to the task was Aotea College there. What looked like Tapinesa Mareko or St. Mary's have ended up with this ball. But they concede a penalty. Holding on was Tyrell. Interestingly enough, it was a penalty. Altair have opted for a scrum 10 metres from their line. Keeping in mind they're playing into a bit of a breeze. And I know it's pretty absent now, but occasionally it has been the rain as well. Oh, strong tackle there on Tyrell. As Nadia Roach picks up that loose ball and taken into touch, courtesy of the shoulders of Mary Fido and Courtney Tyrell. Altair with a scrum feed 2 metres outside of their 22. They go to the right now. They look to spread. What are the options on? A nice strong carry there on behalf of Tapinesa Mareko, who's been prominent and one of the stronger players for Altair College. Pick and go there from McCormick, who's rejoined the field. A few passes going wayward. St. Mary's pouncing onto that one, and it looks like Sabai Naya with a chip and chase. Oh, one person stealing the ball is never going to win that contest against two defenders on the counter ruck. Altair College regaining possession, but hands failing them again. St. Mary's with the feed 5 metres inside the Altair College 22. And it looks like Rangi Fetu, who scoots down the blind side, but taken evenly matched in a strong defence there. St. Mary's looking to retain the ball. A hard carry up the blind side there from them. Holding on to the ball was the attacker, the defender. Relentless at that breakdown. It looked like Rosa Manga who forced that penalty. Just catching up to all the comments and those who are viewing. Yes. A bit hard to project out of Porirua Park and the stands. It's a fortress up here. Thick placement on top as a ceiling. St. Mary's carrying hard onto the 22 now as they look to emphasize some of their authority over Altair College. As it looks like number 10, Billy Barr, will run in for the 4th try and the ever so important bonus point. Bonus point try there. 22-5 conversion to come. And it just looks like as this game goes on into the latter stages, St. Mary's, of course, they have a squad of 17. The numbers are always going to win the match here. Altair have turned up with the Brave 11. One of their players, however, sustained a bit of a niggle. So I think they're playing with one player who's carrying a bit of a niggle. No excuses though. They're here. They've turned up. And they're braving out these conditions. 22-5 conversion to come by way of the left boot of Mahi, who goes up, takes it through the post, converts. Their fourth try. Very important one. If you missed the announcement earlier, St. Mary's need to win with a bonus point. And if that isn't enough pressure, they also need to contain Altair College from scoring a single bonus point for them to advance. However, if Aotea win or if they lose, they only need to score one bonus point. They will be advancing on to the final. Of course, apologies to those who have just joined us or have been watching from the start. Stalled feed, just battling through the conditions here out in Porirua. When I left Miramar, it was a beaut of a day, gorgeous sunlight. The rays were beaming down, the flowers were blossoming, the trees were blooming. The fruit were basically falling off the trees and into my mouth. I arrived here in Porirua. I'm contesting against gale force winds and a hurling horizontal rainstorm. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, all those who are viewing our live feed, courtesy of College Sport Wellington. No, this is not NNC. They are on holiday. It's off season for them. College Sport Wellington, Dalo Palava. It's Mace here. As Altair College look to run it out of their half, taken in what seems to be a tackle that is crept on the illegal or the unacceptable side, which in this case is high. Altair College, McCormick calls for a scrum, and it will be 12 to 13 metres inside their own half, and it looks like it's dead centre right in the middle of the park. And in case you can hear many voices surrounding the live stream, do not be alarmed, fear not. It's only Martin Isberg and David Fataffa, soon to be joined by Stephen White. They're just loud, naturally. Altair College looking to come to the left side, but it's a change of angle by Imani Mareko, who is the captain, taking in a strong tackle from Chiro Kuraleafe. St. Mary's looking to capitalise on that error. But in response, and continuing the theme of this match, considering the conditions, it should come of no surprise. Handling errors have been common. Altair College looked to have lost one of their players. Altair College now pretty brave to try and play some rugby inside their half and trying to work it outside of their danger zone. St. Mary's, who are relentless on attack, any chance given. But Altair College showing a lot of heart and persistence to continue playing out some phases. Getting a bit disruptive there, the breakdown on defense. St. Mary's, they're showing their strength. And it looks like Silinga, who's come off injured from Aotea College. They didn't need that. Silinga, who's been a strength of their team throughout the season, and especially today, unfortunately has come off, and it looks like it's a left ankle as Aotea College look to attack towards the left. Nice wipers kick there, giving good chase was Aotea College. Picked up by number 11, Lani Collins for St. Mary's as the ball gets worked out to the open side. Oh, that's a strong run there from St. Mary's. Impressive from Tiroku Raleafe. St. Mary's with a double round. It looks like the Mahi show here, who doubled around the pass from Ayono. Ben Mahi, who will cross over for their second try, her second try, scoring on the eastern side of the field. Looks like St. Mary's are just simply running away with this one. It's becoming near impossible, but you have to appreciate the valiant efforts of Altair College, who haven't given up. They've continued to try and play some expansive rugby considering the conditions. That's pretty brave. Under our current living conditions and under alert level 2, I'm sure everybody who's viewing this game right now can certainly appreciate that we have some grassroots rugby going on. AJ, I will not sing non-nobis. I'm 44, man. What the? I left college ages ago. Given that it looks a little gloomy at the moment, the rain has subsided for a little bit. I have to be appreciative and thankful on that note. We can put away the umbrellas, even if it is for just a little bit.
You got 10 minutes?
Oh, to grab a restart there from Aotea College. St. Mary's with a show and go! It's a beautiful individual effort there from number 14. It looks like Courtney Tyrell, who picked it up from a messy restart there. It was a dribble kick. Courtney Tyrell, I hear she's a Parramatta Plimerton junior. Keep in mind these girls are under 15. Still got a few years to go at college. They're putting on this kind of a display and showing great signs of individual ability and skill. Love to be seeing them in 3 to 5 years time what they'll be doing in the senior scene. 36-5 the score now. St. Mary's simply too strong for Altair College today. They will run away with this. Just been given notice. We have about 5 minutes remaining in this match, and it can't come sooner. And it will be much to the size of relief for the Aotea College team, who have turned up today and put in an awesome effort. So, for all you Aotea College supporters, give a huge shout out, especially those who are watching from the other side of the fence, not allowed into the ground. Appreciate the persistence, the dedication and the commitment to come out and support families, daughters, nieces and your friends. Unfortunate, we are kept, we are restricted for numbers inside Porirua Park, Jerry Collins Stadium. Yep, I felt that tackle all the way up here. That was capital O, ouch. As mentioned earlier, just a common theme of this game, and considering the conditions the way it has been, comes as no surprise. Some good handling has been a challenge. So you can imagine for the early part of it, stringing together some multiple phases has also come with its own challenges. Number 14 looks like it's full fired up or full court. And it looks like number 13 possibly getting carried off. Tapinesa Mareko in the span of 8 minutes. Aotea College have unfortunately lost 2 of their star players in Siriana Silima. As McCormick picks and goes to the short side, feeds it off to Panessa Mareko, who's been strong today. One of 3 sisters. 3 Mareko sisters. A strong Puriroa name, that Mareko. As it looks like. Her sister Imani Mareko, who's the captain. Pick and go. It looks like Roach. To come to the short side, picking up a loose ball was Vanialu, Jaila Vanialu, who evades a couple of defenders and crosses. On the grandstand side of the park to score Altair's second try of this match, coming a little late, but it will be consolation as well. If they can score another 2 in the span of 2 minutes, then they advance. Wouldn't that be a sight? I tell you what, Altair College, anybody can. You can, I believe in you. Only 2 more tries, Altair College. Let's get the bonus. St. Mary's have just been punishing on attack and relentless and persistent on defense. Just hold out for the dying minutes of this game. They're going to advance into the final, the under-15 final, that is. St. Mary's are playing with a full complement. Aotea College playing with a player down. They've lost 2 players to injury. Unfortunately, they only turned up with the 11th. Which means they are under strength for the remainder of this match. And considering they just scored a try, it's pretty impressive. You have to commend them on that ability to score a man down, player down. Five all at half time. I thought it was going to be a tussle here. Unfortunately, it's been a game where numbers has been the strength, and St. Mary's have had the luxury of running players on and off at will. As Altair look to utilise the ball in these dying minutes. Of note, if they score 2 tries before full time, they advance because they score a bonus point, which is something St. Mary's are trying to prevent from happening. If they win this game, they've already scored a bonus point. They just need to win. If they win with the bonus point, St. Mary's advance. However, they need to hold Altair College up from scoring a bonus point themselves, because if Altair score a bonus point, they advance. As Altair showing a lot of heart, advantage is being played, St. Mary's being offside. Strong carry there from number 5, but under some precious defense. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand corrected. I've just had the format handed to me. It is a round robin match, but we will have a winner of the grade at the conclusion of this match. St. Mary standing in strong spot to win it, having scored their bonus point already and have a demanding lead. They win with the bonus point. They finish off this round robin as leaders and will be crowned eventual winners. However, if Aotea College come away with a bonus point, they will walk off and be crowned the champions. Amazing how it's all turned out. As we welcome St. Mary's under 18 side, senior side to the stand. I'm presuming it is. They will get their chance and opportunity to experience the conditions out on Pururua Park. As McCormick picks and goes to the blind side, it looks like Tapinesa Mareko rampaging this whole game. Ooh, the referees allowed that turnover. Have to question whether that ball was out. The referee says it's okay. We have to accept that. McCormick goes to the blind side. It looks like So'oalo. Altair College making a desperate last dig and play of this. I want to remind everyone they're playing a player short. 9 versus 10. They've lost 2 players to injury. And I'm thinking it's Vanialu who scored that try out wide on the back of a strong run from Te Roa So'oalo. Malcolm Gibb, the referee, does he look like he handed a card out there? Or a birthday card perhaps? 36-15 the score. St. Mary's in commanding lead, and the way the body language of Altair College looks right now, I think it's safe to assume that it is game over. St. Mary's coming out rampant winners, 36-15. That conversion going over. As the referee Malcolm Gibb blows for full time with this under 15 match. Congratulations to table toppers and leaders St. Mary's under 15 for coming out on top following the round robin matches and will be crowned under 15 champions for 2021. Be remiss of me not to mention and acknowledge the efforts of Altair College throughout the 21 season. A lot of effort, heart and soul displayed today, finishing the game with 1 player short on the field, losing 2 to injury and scoring the last 2 tries of this match. 36-15 the final score. St. Mary's under 15, Malo Lavata Alo, Malo Fatma Rossi. Hey, hey. Happy birthday to Sia. Another huge shout out to the coaches, the managers, for your efforts, not only for today, but for the season. Awesome stuff for Altair College, for Altair under 15 Kōtiro. Coach Norman Mareko. No wonder there were 3 Marekos in the team. Great talent coming out of this Mareko family. Well done, Norman. Assisted by Laken Tau'eu and managed by Marina Anai and their medic and Kate Calvert. Marola.
You never know about it.